old school. So clean and it rockin'. Snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block. Straight from the dick. When you snap your fingers, shout it, got a jersey.
Thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos.
McPherson set to kick off.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And this return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
58! Hey, take 26!
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. Devon Achane, 62 yards. And the Broncos go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. That's really good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
7. Raiders nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Solid stiff arm.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he stopped immediately there. Levante David in on the tackle. And Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Go, Cap.
And Bigsby once more. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Dragon 6, Buffalo, trap 60, trap 60. Rig alert, rig alert. Check smash, check smash. Go.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away. On the return is Chim Dike. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker on that day to give yourself a chance.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's good.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Just a gain there. And that'll make it 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers going to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
319. Yeah, live.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
319. Outside.
Rodgers to throw once more. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochin. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another Broncos.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Blue 58. Go right.
Now Ochin on first and 10. Made the tackle there from his safety position. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Right back to Ochin on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was take it away.
Touchdown, Denver. Devon Achane with a second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
His kick is
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Raiders nothing. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. He's going to be stopped throwing. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to a block 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me and my little bit of rankings here, I'm going to make the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off the hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Check the Eagles. Check the Eagles. Move it, 19. Nothing, 19. Hey, Crash. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18. Pioneer. Buffalo 18. No street. Steady.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass caught. It's Romeo Dobbs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
It's a gain of 11.
That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready? Bronco 80. 77. Hey, alert. Now check, Panther. Hey, check that. Street. Look, unlock line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And this defense able to plug him up there as they get a yard to the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Warriors 70. Let's go. 60, 18, right, 69, 75.
Here's Daniels. Gets a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. Cowboy 80.
Daniels looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is fielded in the end zone.
Jim DK on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
58. Inside. Screen it,
Up the middle, A-Chan. Fat forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Taken down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
3rd down and 6.
Yeah, this. 158. 150. Yeah, 300. 630. Back north.
Now Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Back north.
A run straight ahead with A-Chan. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
58. Hey, 88, jump out! 26. Here we go, check it close. Check the call, flip it down.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Green 18. Get 300. Get 300.
Back to the ground, H.M. He's very close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Green 18. Inside. Take 30.
They'll run for it with H.M. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
A gain of 4
That's about
yards.
what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guaranteeing you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Blue 58. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Here, Mike.
Now Rodgers. Well, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And he makes the score 21-0.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll give it a pass McCrory to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes over years, if this is an important possession, and I think this has to be a possession where they come up with an answer because every few teams in their history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Back row 80. 18, Pioneer. Cup 19. Cup 19. Steady.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Complete to Ligon. That pass throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
3rd and 12.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Red. 19. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Dragon 60. Check smash. Check smash.
Now Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Play action, now it's Daniels. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Cowboys! 50 Maverick! 50 up!
To the air goes Daniels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, for the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback, give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Cup 60 broadcast, 60 up, Mustang 19. Chap 60, Chap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Got it. Ready?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Set. Crack roll 80. Lions. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
Daniels going to throw for it. Catch it, but he's out of bounds. And throw took it beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Result of the play.
Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for DK.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Take the cut on it. 319. Jump out. Go to 50. Hey, take 26. 319.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll find his man certain that's complete. Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
319. Hey, 88, 80. Yeah, this. Go to 50. My man. 319.
Throwing is Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
19 tight. Go street. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19, 60 Bobcat.
The final shot before break. Daniels. And his throw here is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10. Their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's alert. Deputy Lions.
To throw is Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
76, Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Scope.
Looking to throw. Daniels. They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line.
Dragon 60.
On 4th down, here's Daniels. And it is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
18 reps. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Open man down the field. That's Liggett. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now an audible here into something else.
Pirate.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man right open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Rondé Gadsden with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The kick is
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Raiders 7. Evan McPherson sets a kickoff.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime. They stand on the sidelines and watch that drive, so you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
On first down, back to Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12.
319. Back north. 26. They might. 50.
Here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yeah, live. Blue 58. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88. 630.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Pass taken in. It's been tight end. And all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
319. Jump out. Jump out. Inside.
Here's
to throw. Touchdown! Jamison Williams from 8 yards out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
On for the point after.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
28. Raiders 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing now is Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long. Here's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they have to let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
18, Viking, 18. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They're going to try and throw. That is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's A-Chain. He's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
18. Jump out!
A-Chain here, they stay on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
58. 630.
On play action, Rodgers. He's got a man, it's his fullback. Rodgers give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
We need team. Inside. Yeah, live. Go to 50. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Raiders 7. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
19. Come on. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick. 6 Panther 11. Cup 19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Daniels. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. That's how multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete to Downs. Nifty move. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Raiders first down.
They'll shift things around.
At the 38-yard line.
18, 19,
Daniels looking to throw. He's going to be caught by Grigsby.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Now Daniels.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard gain of 14 yards.
18 Rattler.
A gain of 14.
19.
First down, Raiders.
Check out.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Daniels pass. Intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback.
flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Down the left sideline. Devon Achane, 60 yards. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now Daniel's going to keep it. Montez Sweat. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20.
Loss on the play. It's second down.
Cowboy 80. Seven Pirates.
To the air goes Daniels. Got him in. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert their third. So here's a 3rd and 14.
It's now third down.
Sixty Bison. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Trap 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And they let this run upfield across the 45.
28 yards.
60.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19, 18. Pioneers.
First down.
Steady.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4 yards. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Las Vegas first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
Mustang 19. Go street. Let go.
Back to throw again. Shortly caught by the ball. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. To throw is Daniels. Open man, that's Bond. And they get this down to the 10. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
At the 10-yard line.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. A throw away going to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soaking hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. Daniels. Toward the pylon. Caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Cup 19, Cup 19, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Buffalo 18.
They'll run for it. It's Cohen. The surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. The run on 4th and goal from the 4 is stopped short. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people were, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Hey, take 26.
They'll give this to Uchenna. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 215 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block a big-time receiver and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, go for a touchdown. The runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Again, it's Achane. Shrugs into the stiff arm. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to take those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding it. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go to 50. 18. Back north. 15.
On the handoff to Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this time not quite to the 30, only down at the 31-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really paved the way to the